Are you garbage?
I once ruined Christmas because
ruined this Christmas. What are you talking about?
Did I? My brother got something that I didn't get, and I just kept playing with it. It was a little jet, and I loved it. I was just playing with it. For some reason, the tension between me and him fighting over it and this like that my parents got into a big fight. My dad, took off for, went out to get some air. And I remember that year my dad gave my mom a Lionel Richie record. I can't remember what I think it was dancing.
Knocking boots after that. Pictures were falling off the wall.
The makeup sex was hot. And no vibrator needed up there, I'll tell you that. Big man was taking care of business. No, but they got into a huge argument. My mom was upstairs laying in bed just listening to that record over and over again. And my dad was out shoveling snow.
Jeez.
Then we eventually came back together. That's what it is about dysfunction and about crazy is it makes the coming back together of the family that much sweeter.
No, you can just stay together. You know what I mean? No, yeah, that's insane. You can just
be psychos.
No.
Ruin Christmas. That's the best Christmas ever.
I vow to it. All right, this one's from Daddy. Also, anyone related to a Santa at the mall?
That's a tough gig.
That's bad.
That guy usually drives a school bus during the regular time.
Yeah, he's always piecing stuff together.
Yeah.
We had. I've said
it's
this before.
It's like a CFL umpire. You're not doing that full. That's not. That's fucking.
Yeah, you got a night gig. We always used to do. We have a big Christmas party for the Sullivan side of the family, which is hundreds of people, and we all I've said we get Santa, and he died last year. He would show up fucking bombed up
at the house.
No, he would. We have to rent a hall in Bridesburg, and he would show up tuned out of his mind. You rent him for an hour. He comes in, reeking of booze or whatever, and he's he's got the stains in his beard. He's got his pants are full. You're dude, you don't have much long left.
Smell to a child was a big thing.
Oh, that's cig breath or something.
Yeah,
that'll burn in your brain.
If you were gonna convince me that you were Santa Claus, yeah, you had to smell like cookies or something like that. Mm-hmm. I couldn't smell. I couldn't smell the walk and roll on you that you had for lunch at the fucking food court.
Burping up a lamb burger or something.
What is that, orange chicken? What the fuck, man?
God.
Just make with the Transformers, bozo.
Yeah, let's go. What the fuck?
I didn't as a kid. I loved Christmas. I loved Santa Claus, but I was didn't sleep because I didn't like somebody coming into the house in the middle of the night. I swear to God, I don't know this guy.
I know.
The Easter Bunny. I would picture the Easter Bunny's face, just those big teeth like an 8-foot rabbit in my fucking house.
Yeah.
I don't care how much candy you got.
Yeah.
Leave that shit out in the fucking garage.
Like I said, I caught my dad early on with the presents at 5 or 4 or something. He was I'm helping Santa. I'm it had to be early because he was still him and my mom were still together. I'd be 3.
I'm helping Santa.
He's I'm what are you? I'm are you?
Yeah, big scotch and soda man, huh? I'm fixing him a drink.
I'm what are you doing? Why do you have presents? I'm helping Santa. I think I had already heard rumblings of yeah, he may or may not be real, and this was cold hard facts. I'm nah, I ain't buying this shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of gossip in the dugout at the Little League games. You know what I mean?
Well, it's once you stop believing in Santa, you don't also believe in the Easter Bunny. You know what I mean? You don't still believe in anything else.
Oh yeah, they fall like Western Europe. Are you kidding me? Dominoes, fucking out.
Yeah.
Dude, the neighbor kid, the bad kid in my neighborhood, I remember we were standing on the sidewalk. He was drawing swear words in the dirt. He was 4 years older than me.
Santa.
Yeah, I was 8 years old. He looks at me. He just goes, "Santa ain't real, by the way."
Smoking a cig?
He was.
Yeah. Santa ain't real, pussy.
You get off a chopper at Nam?
I'll go get me a pair of your sister's underwear.
I want to do a little sniffing.
That's fucking funny. Let's see here. We've talked about this, Brad G. Are lottery tickets a part of your family's holiday tradition? Big at my house. My stepdad will spend about $100 on scratchers.
For you, for people, individuals.
For
$100 a person.
I don't know. Probably $100 to maybe $200 total. It's you'll get 1 10, 1 5, and 3 ones or 10 or 5 ones.
Okay.
And me and my brother will get the same stack. We'll each get a 10, a 5, and whatever.
Scratch. We're not talking about. He's not picking numbers, right?
No, we're not doing the fucking the daily pick 4 or whatever. No, these are cold hard scratchers.
I won $65. Thanks.
Someone driving to the 7-Eleven.
Yeah, I gotta go to a 7-Eleven in Warminster to redeem it.
Anybody going to Jersey today?
That's always trashy too. Bring back lottery if the one state's got a high jackpot.
Well, they stopped doing it. They're all like
Sure.
commingled now. But back in the day, when the big jackpots, the Mega Millions was in Jersey. We used to drive across for sure to go. Yeah, let's go to Jersey. Get a couple of
Trash.
fucking Mega Milli tickets.
Grab a Clark bar.
Couple of newspapers. Yeah, scratchers are big, and then that fucking dust is everywhere. You got a quarter, you know.
Get
It's
a
good
hot
time.
You get a hot quarter though.
Yeah, got to get the ridges, big ridge.
Figuring
guy.
out the game. All right, what I need? 2 cherries, what I need? A gold piece on a leprechaun. What's this fucker doing?
What I do is even more trashy. I just go right at the bottom to see what you won, which I don't know if they do it anymore.
Oh yeah, I do that. I'll go right. Yeah, I want to know what's at stake.
Whatever's in the parentheses. That's what used to be the Pennsylvania. Whatever's in the parentheses
Yeah.
is what you want. Because I used to work at the lottery desk or the photo desk at the Acme that also sold lottery tickets. So I'm well versed in dirt bags. You know what I mean?
Well, you know, we're very proud. You're very proud of your lottery ticket salesman days. It's discussed a lot about the rolls when the rolls are hot.
Well, it's
People
all
would come in
it's a
and hang
trash.
out.
It's not a classy activity, so it's all dirt bags.
You were
doing
kind of
it.
like a handicapper. You were
I
like
was.
making.
I was like Rothstein in there. Same of the A's.
I can tell you whether the delivery guy's girlfriend was on coke or not.
Oh, that's great. All right, this one's from Fat Boy Fatty. First question, KJ. Ever get all banged up at the family party, then go to midnight mass? What was the mass situation for the Foleys?
Mass situation with the Foleys when we were in Wilkes-Barre was midnight mass.
Oh, midnight's whatever. Did you ever get hemmed up at a vigil?
What's a vigil?
The vigil, candlelight vigil.
No, for who?
They do that. Like some of the Christmas masses are like the Christmas vigils. Am I saying that right or wrong?
No, I don't think so. A vigil.
Vigil.
You are correct.
Yeah, VIGIL.
Well, you hold up a candle.
Well, it was like a candle, but like also some people like get their Holy Communion. Some people are getting confirmed. It's like it's like an extra. It's like a Catholic extravaganza. Dude.
The only time
the shit my aunts pray for.
The only time in my family anybody was holding up a candle, fucking Steve Perry was singing. I'll tell you that right now. He was belting out a ballad.
Your mom had her top off.
Sitting chicken on my dad's shoulders.
Sitting chicken. Sitting chicken. I love you.
Hey, Bon Jovi, get a load of these.
Please be 18.
I can't. It's too buried in my DMs to find. But someone DM'd me. Do you have to enter the church address into the GPS on Christmas?
Someone sent that to me too. It means that you don't go. You're so far out of the loop.
Ours was at the end of the block. When we lived in Wilkes-Barre and I was a little kid, it was smaller. It was midnight mass, and then before that, we go to Mary Catherine's and get our little presents there.
Yeah.
Nice, real. It was real quiet and not solemn, but like it was like it felt like the 50s when I look back on it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, up there. But then when we moved down to Wilkes-Barre to Blue.
Well, I mean, it wasn't that far away, but yeah,
it was the 80s.
That'd be like it felt like it was 2004 to me. That is the 50s.
When we moved down to the
78.
When we moved down to the suburbs, it was mass at like 5 on Christmas Eve, and that was like who's seeing who. That was checking out the chicks and their Christmas stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Girls that went to the Catholic school that didn't go to your school, that would be at church. You're checking them out.
Sure.
You're in the back hanging out, goofing around with your cousins, getting in trouble.
Yeah, we did that too. We
knocking down Hershey Kisses or something.
On Christmas Eve, we would all go to my Aunt Karen's in Port Richmond, and I think it's like Philly. All the churches, or at least in that area of Philly, all the churches are like region, like they have like the German-Hungarian church, the Polish church, like all that shit. We would go to the German-Hungarian church. I think that's what it was, or the Ukrainian, whatever the fuck it was. We would go, and it'd be like me and like 25 cousins, all from the age of like 14 to 3.
Terrorizing.
And it was just I mean,
dipping out before communion too.
Yeah, just
I'm not sitting in that parking lot. Tell you
laughing, just the whole fucking night. People running out, catch a Bernie when no one's looking, type thing.
Yeah, it was nice.
That was fantastic. That was Christmas Eve, but then I don't go anymore. I stopped going to mass a while ago.
Yeah,
college. It's like, what are we doing? But while in college,
a midnight mass is nice. It's
fun because you're all like, we're not supposed to be here. We all came together.
Smell the incense. It's nice.
But especially when you were in like freshman in college or whatever, you come back and you see like all these people.
That's what I'm talking about.
You're like, oh, look at get a look.
That's what I'm talking about.
Look at the stems on Blondie.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, look who developed, huh?
You got a nice pair of khakis and a fucking blue blazer on.
Yeah.
Fucking killing it.
Mm-hmm. Crush you.
Looking sharp.
Yeah.
I finally realized what you look like in that jacket. You look like you sell used Christmas cheer.
On the 26th? I got 2.
You look like you visit lonely people on Christmas and try to make them seem like everything's okay.
Man, that was wordy.
But it just makes it
I
worse.
might visit that joke on Christmas.
Jacob Marley, huh? Christmas Carol reference. Fair enough. What?
The panic on your face that people wouldn't know what you were talking about.
Christmas Carol, we all familiar with Dickens' work? Popular poem.
This one's from Gary. Ever drink all the milk, and he spelled it milk. Ever drink all the milk Christmas Eve for an excuse to go to the store Christmas Day and smoke pot?
Telling you, man.
That was big in those days of like, oh, you're playing chess, not check. You're fucking. Hey, tomorrow if we're out. Someone's like, oh, we're out of taco season. I'll go. Like, no, don't matter. I'll go.
We're out of mustard. I'm on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Middle of winter.
I'll run to the store. Don't worry about it. I'm out there fucking catching heavy heaters too. Yeah.
Nice.
That Wawa didn't have it. I had to go down the street. The Super Fresh, they didn't have it.
Take a ride, take a tow, come back in the Christmas spirit.
Yeah, it was always like, hey, why do you and Danny both have to go to pick up soda? Type thing. Who's gonna watch the car? You know what I mean?
These guys at the beer distributor are getting real cute lately. Just need some backup. What would you hold on?
I'm holding.
I made fun of you. You didn't open presents on Christmas Eve, did you?
We would open one present on Christmas Eve.
Right, a little one. Yeah, I know you had to do it because your mom was working and all that stuff.
But that was when we were older.
Right.
As kids, it was Christmas morning.
Okay.
Like until like junior high or high, when like all like the.
There is people that like Christmas Eve is like the big thing. Oh, then we sleep in and this that. What the fuck?
I can kind of like like because I do it, but like I do think there is something a little more.
See, it's the edging that you like.
Well, that's what you like. I think there's seems like a personal problem.
The anticipation.
I do think.
I'm gonna open these presents. Spit on me first, though.
Somebody hold my nose.
Now, who's going to call me a whore while I open these presents? Because I've been a naughty, naughty boy.
You come down on assless chaps. A ball gagging. I'm ready for my stocking stuffer.